Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to my channel. We are going to be covering some Raid Shadow Legends today, and I want to do a video that kind of looks at the basics of how to get started, because frankly, I've now been playing for about 5 days, and I was very confused when I started. Raid is an extremely complex game that has lots of things to optimize, to strive for, to like buy. I mean, I'll be real. If you thought AFK Journey had a lot of pop-ups, Raid's got a lot of pop-ups. You just get used to it. But look, here's what we're going to do in this video. First of all, if you're new to the game, I do recommend you go and check out this video here from Raid Ash. He covers everything you need to know. Like, it's an hour long. The man has done monster things in that video talking about how to get started. I haven't watched all of it yet, but he gave me a really good place to start. Second of all, look, I'm not going to beg or anything, but I have a clan of 3 people that I don't even know. So I'm going to put a link in the description below. I'm also going to put 3 referral links, and I'm also going to put a tracking link in the description below. If you want to come join me in Raid, and join my clan, then please do, using the links below. It will help me out. It helps me out directly if you do that. Alright, there we go. There's my first pop-up. So please, if you're interested in just coming to play Raid with me, I need support in clan events. If you know how to play Raid and you want to come support me in my clan, please do, because I love some guidance. But look, let's get into what we're going to talk about. For the most part, one of the biggest things, and the way I'm going to approach Raid, and the way that I want to approach Raid on this channel, is I'm not a free-to-play player. I've never been a free-to-play player in these things. What I'm doing is I'm kind of going it from like a light to medium spender. I'm talking like $100 to $200 a month max. There is a lot of stuff to buy in Raid. Frankly, some of the deals are not that great. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about like what to actually spend your money on. If you want to spend money, what should you really like spend your money on? Or at least in my opinion. And then, like, as a new player in Raid, what are just the first things you need to do to kind of get to grips with the game? Because I very much go and watch Ash's video for sure, because it will give you so much information. But sometimes you just want to know the basic things that you need to do to get to grips with the game. And I finally got there 5 days in, and I'm still not 100% sure what everything's doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the basic things. But let's start off with purchasing, because if you are a small spender like me, you will kind of want to know what the best things are to purchase. Now, it really depends on what you're aiming for here. The Raid is not, even though the goal in Raid, I think, for everyone is to collect every hero, you don't necessarily get massive value from collecting lots of heroes. You really want to have a team that you build up, and that be your primary progression team. You want a primary progression team. Right, spending money in Raid Shadow Legends. It can be scary. I know, there's a lot to spend, and they get offers thrown at you all the time. You can't click off a box without having an offer thrown at you for whatever reason. But I'm going to give you a bit of advice, and this is based on my own research. In general, there are things that are going to seem really great to buy. Those things are usually the shard packs. There'll be an element of, oh, I can do some pulls. These are the things that I want to buy. And I fell into that trap when I first started. They're generally not going to be the highest value. There are a few things that are generally very high value. The first of which, the number one purchase that I would recommend that you go for, is the daily gem pack. If you're going to spend a small to medium amount of money, the daily gem pack is what you should buy. It's basically like a gem battle pass. Gems give you a lot of options to buy things in game. They're used for upgrading things across the board. Very high value purchase, and so I would definitely go ahead and buy gems. After that, there are things like the Forge Pass and the Bolster Pass. I haven't unlocked those yet, but they are good. They are great in terms of value. They give you loads of gear, etc. Void shards are also important. So if you want to buy shards, now I wouldn't recommend that you buy shards realistically, but if you do want to buy shards, the void shards are pretty good. We're going to do something different in a moment. I'm going to buy something and show you it, but that's because right now we have a summoning event on for ancient shards. But I'll talk about that in a moment. Outside of that, what you should focus on primarily is basically anything that you can get with energy is a bad buy. So you want to essentially buy, if you're going to buy anything, you buy energy refills and energy packs, and multi-fight packs, because essentially you can grind a lot in this game with energy and multi-fights. So, it can be a bit laborious. It can take a little while. You can see that I've got 4,246 energy right now. Energy will get you a lot of stuff in game. You can fight bosses, go through campaigns, do fights in Raid Shadow Legends, and energy will be completely fine for you to like refill on and buy. So realistically, here's my sort of general rule of thumb for buying: Daily Gem Pack, the Bolster Pack, the Instinct Pact, the Bolster Forge Pass and the Instinct Pass, and then anything energy related is usually pretty good. So those are what I would suggest. However, there are some scenarios where ancient shards make sense. In this case, and this is a relatively solid offer. 15 ancient shards, and I've got another shard pack over here, but ultimately this is also pretty solid, but also I'm not going to spend that much right now. But there are 15 ancient shards with 1.1 million silver, which is pretty good, and 600 gems. Not bad, and I'm going to use the ancient shards because there is a 2x ancient shards summoning event on right now. So that's what we're going to buy right now, if you just give me a second. So, we bought it, and you can see now that we've got 19 ancient shards. Why are ancient shards worth it, at least right now, to buy? It's because right now we have a summoning event. It basically doubles the chances of getting good stuff from the ancient shards, and you can also see that we get a 10 times chance of getting Harima, who's a really, really good option as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some pulls with ancient shards. I'm just going to show you that it kind of is a relatively good buy for this stage. So we're going to go for it. What we're going to get. Okay, Hospitalia, Educator, Tormentor, Marquess. We've got Phoenix, and we've got Guardian and Skull Crusher. Cool. Got a few things there. I don't know how good all of these are. What I'm going to do is quickly go and review them, and I'm going to show you what that process looks like as well. So in fact, now let's go quickly do that while I'm waiting. Okay, so I use HellHades to look at this up, right? So let's look at Hospitalia. I can't spell. Okay, so Hospitalia, pretty meh across the board. Let's have a look at Renouncer. Also pretty meh across the board. Adjudicator. Can't spell ad. Adjudicator. Adjudicator, also pretty meh across the board. Tormentor, also pretty meh across the board. So this is what we're looking. We're just looking up our Marquess. Interesting. This is not a bad pick, especially for Arena and Doom Tower. So that's something that's worth potentially investing in. Marquess, pretty solid. And then we can have a look at the skills. 25% chance to decrease attack. Attacks all enemies, playing a weakened debuff. Free solid. And increases ally defense in faction crypts by 15%. Okay, so Marquess, not a bad arena pick, worth keeping around. We can have a look at Tree Fella. Pretty bad. Life Taker. Life Taker pretty good in a certain scenario. Amius, we'll keep that around. Let's have a look at Phoenix. Phoenix, pretty good. Okay. So a solid overall 4, which is not a bad situation, especially for Arena, Doom Tower, and Clan Boss. So not a bad pickup there. Skull Crusher. Skull Crusher is a 3.5, so not amazing, but not bad in the Doom Tower. You can have a look at Guardian. Cool, Guardians. So from this pickup, we have got Marquess, who's pretty good. Life Taker are good in some scenarios, and Phoenix is pretty solid. So that's not too bad. You can see that I've actually jumped up in tournament position because I actually went and did some pulls. I'm going to try and pick up another Ancient Shard, and we're going to do another temple. I probably will buy it with gems, though, so give me a second. All right, boom. We're going to do another 3 sets of pulls. Let's see what we get, guys. So I'm not going to show you the HellHades thing again. We've got Slasher, Preserver, the Incarnate. That looks insane. I have no idea how good the Incarnate is. The Incarnate is terrible. Bollocks! Okay, it's not terrible, but it's not. It looks great, but it's not that good. Let's go back to the portal. Summon. Boom, baby. Give me something good. Preserver again. Franox. I got a Snorting Thug. Hellfang. I think Hellfang's pretty good. Let's have a look at this. Hellfang. No, Hellfang's not good. I want the one that does an AoE hit and you can use it in Franox is not great. Snorting Thug is not great either. Missionary also not good. Not the best set of pulls, guys. Not the best set of pulls that we could have ever done. Let's go again. Screw it. We're going to expand our slots. Summon. Come on. Give me something good. Mother Superior, Hexweaver, Apothecary. Guys, we just got a load of rares. Anyway, so that is kind of why summons can be disappointing and why shards are not always the best option for you, because, like, you could just get a load of rubbish. I wouldn't say that I pulled anything incredible, and I did spend, like, a decent amount of money to get those shards, so I wouldn't say I pulled anything incredible, whereas I could have just spent that on energy and just had a load of grinding time given to me by the game. So, you know, just worth thinking about that realistically, that in terms of when you want to spend your money, make sure you spend it wisely. Now, in terms of actual gameplay, there's a lot to get lost in with Raid Shadow Legends. I really mean there's a lot to get lost in. However, one of the things that I recommend that you do first is just play your way through the campaign. There is a lot to get through the campaign. You can unlock a lot of extra rewards with the stars. In general, it's going to be your easiest way to kind of progress your options for what you can do. So once you've progressed through the campaign, you'll have pushed pretty far. There are things that you can do to level up your heroes. I mean, that's one of the things we'll talk about in a moment. But basically, trying to push through the campaign as far as you can feasibly get is always a good start. And then you have things like dungeons, arena, clan bosses, faction wars. Now, I need your help for clan bosses. Please come and join my guild. Please, 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 please come and join my guild. Other than that, there are dungeons. So dungeons are a great place. You want to try and push dungeons as far as you can get. A good set of dungeons to focus on would be the Spider's Den initially. The reason we like Spider's Den is you get quite a decent amount of silver drops from the Spider's Den. So if you can get a team that can do Spider's Den level 20, which is kind of going to be a focus, that's a really, really good thing to push, which I actually haven't done yet. So I do end up needing to do. But then you do also have the dragon, which will drop you artifacts. Fire Knight's Castle, drop you artifacts. You can see Ice Golem, drop you artifacts. But Spider's Den, we like it because it essentially is going to drop you, a decent amount of silver. So farming Spider is a good way to push like a silver gains as well. So, you know, doing campaign, dungeons, and then also arena. So arena is something that you can do on a daily basis. You get arena refills. Right now, you can see that I've got very few people, but I can refresh my list. And you really, like, I like to, this is going to be really horrible, I like to pick on the weak. So I'm going to just start up here. I like to pick on the weak. But a lot of people have got Ninja. I haven't got the Ninja offer in my shop. Neither can I claim Ninja. And Ninja is pretty good in PvP. So just do as many arenas as you can. You get a lot of arena refills, so you want to use them before they expire. So just trying to do as many arenas as you physically can. I've also picked up some new heroes from the pulls earlier that are a little bit better in arena than I've got right now, so I can probably build a bit more of a competent arena team than I've currently already got. I'm right now using the best possible team I've got in terms of pure levels. I have got some pretty good heroes, what is this guy called? Oogler? Something like that. He's pretty good. And Sun Wukong's okay. I got Sun Wukong from a pull. Haven't been super lucky with my pulls so far, but I've only just started 5 days ago, so I've got plenty of time. So just doing as many arenas as you can physically. You don't always want to auto. So for instance, like here, I'm going to not start on auto because I want to take out Ninja like as soon as I physically can. So I'm just going to do this. Donk. I'm also going to do that to reduce defense. And I'm going to probably buff everyone for the time being. And then for her, I'm actually going to try and stop Ninja's turn timer. Because I don't want Ninja to basically kill me. So we're going to do this again. We're going to focus Ninja again. He's dead now. So now I can basically auto. I'll win from this point onwards. Whenever I face a Ninja in, especially at early stage PvP, just make sure that I'm essentially trying to focus down. Cold Heart is a really good PvP here because the turn timer thing is actually really impactful. So I'll show you again. So anyone else with like a... This might be a tough team for me to beat, but we can always give it a go. So start on auto. Oh, I don't want to start on auto. Sorry. Alright, so Ninja's gone invisible already. I'm going to try my best to do Sun Wukong if I can. But I think I'm ultimately going to struggle here. No! Yeah, so let's do this. Ninja's just one-shot my dude. And yeah, we're not in a good spot. But let's kill this guy off. That's fine. Ouch. Ouch. Cool. That's great. You love to see it. Thanks. So yeah, this guy was going to be tough to me to beat, but you have to kind of face most people. I'm still not super far ahead. Obviously, I didn't mention this, but like doing your daily quests is obviously really important. So using 50 energy, make 4 artifact upgrades, win campaign battle 7 times. I'll show you all that in a minute. I haven't really itemized my units that well right now, but let's see if we can just do some upgrades. Ooh, equip. Pure attack for Wukong's pretty good, so we're just going to keep upgrading. See how far we can get it. Nice. This is one of the ways to... Ooh, fail. Fail? Success. Fail? 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 Success. Wow, that's really, really poor odds. Anyway, one of the things that you want to do is obviously to upgrade your artifacts as well. So I'm going to do that. And now we can go do some campaign battles. One of the campaign battles that I like to spam, just because you can sell the stuff pretty well, is the Dreadlands Stage 3. And what I do want to do is, because my Sun Wukong's pretty good, I also want to start leveling up some stuff that... so this guy still needs a few levels, so I'll keep him in. There is the new PvP lady that I got that I want to start leveling up, wherever she is. Where's the new PvP lady that we got that's pretty solid? There is this guy. We can start leveling him up. Pretty solid in PvP. I will actually start leveling this lady up. Surely she's pretty good. And we want to do multi-battles. So what we're going to do, let's just do 40 multi-battles. No, not even 40. Let's just do 20 multi-battles. Right. So this will use energy, and it will also complete campaign battles for me, and I'll also get a decent amount of XP. I'm going to come back once these multi-battles are done. So this is what it looks like when you've completed a multi-battle. You can see how much XP your champions have earned and how close they are getting towards their level. You can also see the rewards that you've got. I got 4 mystery shards plus a lot of random shields. Shields sell for a decent amount, by the way, so it's always good to do. So that's pretty much the way that you do it. You want to be leveling up, and that should have completed all of my daily quests as well. I'm going to have a look at that. I think I just got thrown an offer, and I have no idea what it was, but it had void shards in it. Where was it? Where was this void shard offer? Special offer? Almighty shard offer? This one. Okay, I mean, it's a lot of money, so it's not worth it. But either way, that is kind of what I do. So on a daily basis, what I'm looking to do is push the campaign as far as possible, progress XP for my heroes as far as possible, do dungeons and push those as far as I can. Just basically spend energy. You're going to get a lot of energy in the early game. You just want to try and spend it to get good stuff. So pushing campaigns to grant experience, doing dungeons, and doing your arenas, trying to max out your arena every day, because you'll find that you'll get a lot of these arena refreshes, which come from quest rewards that you have to use. So it's really good to get into the arena and actually just do them. I'll have to see if can I collect those? Yeah, I can collect those. So getting into the arena and just doing those is always a really, really good thing. You'll have things like the Guardian Ring. I don't even really know what I'm using the Guardian Ring for, if I'm honest with you. In the market, you'll find there's some things to buy. I usually like to buy the mystery shards. You'll sometimes see some pretty good options. This looks like not a bad option, but I'm not going to buy anything just yet. And then in terms of like, okay, told you all that, but like a lot of you will be like, well, actually, how the fuck do I build a team? Like, what am I doing to build a team? Well, firstly, if you're a free-to-play player, you're going to want to pick and build your team around your starter hero. I would recommend, if you haven't picked yet, you pick Kael. Kael. He's adaptable, probably the best starter. I'm an idiot and I picked HellHades, who's probably like the third worst starter. But nonetheless, it doesn't really matter. At the end, you're going to start finding heroes that are better. Once you've got a hero to build around, now you can build around other heroes. You can see that I've got a decent selection of heroes here. The way that I decided who I'm building around was primarily based on the tier list. I recommend that you go to HellHades. So I'll show you again, HellHades, little website here. Like, I can just have a look at, so Wukong. If I type in Wukong, Sun Wukong, pretty good overall, like decent. The Incarn, I'll have a look at the Incarnate again. 3.5, like pretty good in Clan Boss, okay in Arena. And I've got a couple of other ones to look at. So I've got like, I think I've got, how do I spell it? It's Oogla, something similar to that. 1 second. Not this guy, not Goro Grab. This guy, Ugo. So I can look at Ugo and get told 4.5, like pretty good epic overall, one of the best epics in the game. Definitely want him in my team. Cold Heart, pretty good, one of the best rares in the game. I'm having Cold Heart, trying to build around her and upgrade her. I've got things like Harkon, who's not that great. We've now just picked up Fenax, so I think Fenax is pretty good overall, worth including in my team. I've got Toragi, who I don't think is that great. Oh no, Toragi's okay. Pretty good on Clan Boss. But yeah, it's just about finding a hero that is good, and then you're looking to build around that hero. So for me, like Sun Wukong, pretty good. Incarnate, okay. Ugo, good. Toragi is okay. Cold Heart is pretty good as well. So I'm looking to build around those heroes and primarily look to upgrade them. You'll also definitely want an aura hero to work around. I'm obviously working with Sun Wukong, but you'll have these little top right things in the corner. I'm going to get rid of HellHades now. Top right things in the corner kind of tell you. So really, you want to focus on a hero to build around. I've started building around Wukong because he's pretty good in like, if I have a look again, I think he's pretty good overall in just like clearing things out. He's good in like Hydra, Doom Tower, Arena, like he's pretty good in those situations. So I'm building Sun Wukong up at the moment. Not the best in PvE across a lot of different PvE options, but it's just about getting something to level 60. To be honest with you, I could also do it to Ugo. Ugo is like far more valuable across the board, so it might be that I actually just end up doing this with Ugo. But what you want to do is just try and like basically push them as far as you can get them. Upgrade there. What I'm going to do actually is I'm going to show you another way to upgrade. So I've got loads of these. I'm just going to summon, to be honest with you, I'll use it with silver. I'm just going to summon a load of these. They don't usually get you anything good, so there you go, nothing really. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the tavern. Going to click on Ugo again. We can do instant upgrade. It will just use kind of uncommon and common heroes. What you know, when it comes to uncommon and common heroes, they aren't that valuable. There are very few like uncommon and common heroes that are actually going to be worth your while keeping. So I'm just using them for instant upgrades at the moment. You also can upgrade using via the brews, which you can see at the bottom here. So Ugo is this, so it's always best to use these. So I'll get Ugo. And once I get him to max level, so once I get him to level 50, we will then have the option to upgrade his rank, which will require some level 5 heroes, which you can see here. I really want to do those with chickens if you can get them. You don't really want to sacrifice heroes that are already level 5, so you want to do those with chickens. And then, you know, want to push to level 60. So you build your team around a specific hero that you can get to level 60. That should be your primary goal in Raid at the start. After that, there's lots to explore. Can't go all of it in one video, but just a summary. We've looked at stuff that you can buy. We've looked at kind of like daily things that you want to do in the early game. We've looked at summons, and then we've also looked at kind of just focusing on getting a hero to level 60, which should be your primary goal. If it's your starter hero and you're not a big spender, do it that way. If you've done a few pulls and you found someone that's like a high tier and is pretty useful across the board, do it that way. Ugo, for me, probably the best character I've got, just for like usefulness across the board. But I'm going to be focusing on getting him to 60. Again, guys, if you have been watching this far, use the links in the description below. Come and join me. Join my clan. Please join my clan, and we can hang out and push the leaderboards. I'll see you soon.